Hello, everybody. Corey McCarthy back with the crew. My guy Fred, Greg Berry, Marcel Smith, and what I'm calling one of the biggest pre-shows, or probably one of the biggest shows we probably ever had, mainly because of what's about to happen tomorrow in the next couple of days. This is my favorite rounds, right? This is the third, fourth round. Pretty dope. I think tomorrow is going to be one of the most historic days ever. Maybe because I'm a city guy, but shout out to everybody who's on right now, who's been supporting. No one has come up to me talking crazy, nothing but compliments. We appreciate that. Just a bunch of dudes that love basketball. And also shout out to the MIAA for doing their thing. My man Jimmy Q, always appreciate him and the love that they show as well. Mukalo join us shortly. Starting with Marcel off the rip. How are you guys feeling about the tournament so far? Oh, we're also on Instagram right now, going live.
I love it. I love what I've seen so far. I've been in many gyms over the past couple of days. Saw 8 games in about 2.5 days. Was with you, Corey, for the New Bedford game last night. Some good basketball, some constructive criticism, but overall, it's been a good tournament.
Yeah.
What's up, Fred? How about you? The Prince of Jock now.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm thoroughly enjoying the tournament. I just wish that this round feels like it should have been on like a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Like, I mean, we all would have made multiple drives to different parts of Mass because, yeah, tomorrow's going to be very competitive. Some high-profile games, and yeah, looking forward to it. Certain team that advanced, I was a little surprised at, but yeah. Well, I'm assuming we'll go over it eventually.
Absolutely. Greg, what about you?
Tournament's been well so far. Saturday was amazing. Got to see some really good games. Again, tomorrow's going to be exciting, man, and I second that, Fred. I wish this was a Saturday. I wish it was a Friday night because the games tomorrow are going to be electrifying. So I'm excited about tomorrow.
Yeah, and Mook's fresh off of coming from the St. Mary's game. What's up, Mook? How you feel about the tournament so far?
It's going as expected. A few upsets, not too many, but that's expected. But I mean, I saw some really good games last week. I saw some blowouts, but I saw a couple good games last week.
Yeah, I thought there's a good amount of upsets to just get some balance going, right? And I don't mind being wrong, right? Because it's a 50% chance, so I'm plus 50%. But anyway, shout out to Orlando. Shout out to Orlando calling Stonehill games and Brockton games. I'm gonna need an autograph, man. I'm gonna need an autograph, bro. For real.
Yeah, real quick, Corey. Can I jump in real quick to my long-time friend Orlando Galveo? Hey man, congratulations. I was there, to see him do his first ever Stonehill game, D1 on Nessa Nation, and didn't break a sweat. The clutch player he's always been ever since I met him in high school. So congrats, Orlando.
All right. I'm not gonna waste no time. So because
quickly, the Hudson folks were on you guys.
Yeah, I know they were.
Oh my God! On our back. Listen. Hudson. Listen.
Shout out to the town of Hudson. Let's move forward. Let's address them when it's time.
Y'all'll be all right.
Hudson, Mass, man. We're big fans of Bullwinkle and them, man. You know what I'm saying? It's our
shout out to Hudson, man. Somebody else was on our. Somebody was on our back the other day. But it was very playful. It's cool. It's all good. It was actually the Abington folks. Shout out to
the Abington folks.
This is the more, the Burt, the Holland,
Yeah.
I like that one.
All right. So I mentioned that tomorrow, in my years coaching and witnessing the MIAA, tomorrow is one of the biggest days, right? I just have never seen we're trying to figure out where to go, right? And obviously, about our role and the stuff that that we have to do with supporting the team. So, it's a tough one. A lot of matchups, and we just got a commitment from Jim Quattromoni to join us on a future show. So shout out to you. I know you're buried right now with a lot of work. So I was happy that we always love having him on the show every year. He's going to join us in some of the episodes going forward.
Good guys out there.
Hell yeah. All right. Let's go straight up. Central Catholic, St. John's. Now, St. John's, you upset Catholic Memorial. My bad. You upset Catholic Memorial. Now you play Central Catholic. Who's going first? I'm going Central Catholic. I'm going first.
Yeah. I'll go last. Go ahead. Anyone else?
I'll go.
Go ahead.
I'm going Central Catholic as well. I picked them to win the last game. I think I'm staying on the train again. Someone talked to me about it, but I'm going to make a statement when we get to that. And my message was clear from the first episode. The Catholic schools are going to wreak havoc in the MIAA tournament. And that hasn't changed yet. As you can see, a lot of Catholic schools have moved on. And Central Catholic is one of them. So they're going to win the next game.
Yeah, Pat Connaughton's not coming through that door, Brody. Yeah, it's curtains.
You got the wrong St. John's.
Oh, my fault.
You got the wrong St. John's player. This Central Mass, and they might try to fight you over that. So you might need some security going on after that.
I got you.
Great.
You should refer to that the football player, the NFL guy that played there when they went to the state title game.
Oh, Andrew. Oh my God, he played for the Packers.
Yeah, he played for the Packers. I forgot his name.
Yeah, he played tight end for them.
Yeah. I've said Central Catholic is the favorites in D1. They probably I've been saying they've probably been the best.
Richard
team.
Rogers.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Central Catholic. Javi Lopez, he's just on a mission to cement his legacy amongst the greats of Central Catholic. He's already up there. He's already, all-time leading scorer already. He's just got to cement himself with a state championship. I think he's been a man on a mission. And he's a hard cover, man. He's a hard cover, and he got the right pieces around him. So, and these two teams played last year. It was close for a little bit, and then Javi kind of took over the game, and they cruised to victory. So it might be a little bit of the same thing again. They might play them. It might be close for a little bit, and then Central Catholic will pull away.
And so, McCullough, I think I'm up, right? So the thing I'm glad you mentioned that, because what I like about Central Catholic is, so I've gone back into the tape and the films. I watched a couple of their games now. I haven't gotten to see them in person. And, it's a little different in person than it is on video. But on video, they actually run things for him that just they get him great shots. They utilize that kid very well. About as good as anyone does for their star player, maybe other than Jerry from Charlestown. In the MIAA. You know what? And the big boy from Fian, they utilize him very well. But the things they run for Javi to just get wide open shots, it's good coaching, and he's a great shot maker. I got Central Catholic.
Yeah.
G?
He went.
I went already.
Oh, you went already? Oh, hey, my fault. I did. You did talk about your love for the Catholic schools. Marlin Catholic Beverly. Mook, I'll go with you first.
Oh man, this is another good one, man. We got some guards in here, some guard play between Duke Cherry and Jacob Klaas. That's gonna be really, really interesting to watch. I'm not sure if their big man Jeremiah Figaro is going to be playing. I heard he's hurt or something. I can't confirm that, but I don't know if he's going to be available. But if he is, he's going to be the difference maker. But I think I'm leaning towards Beverly in this game just because of how they play. That's another team. How you just talked about how they run sets for Javi and they make sure they get him some good looks at that. Beverly does the same thing with Jacob Class. They run
Correct.
some Coach Karakutis runs some good sets for him to get shots, and then when the defense is focused on him, he's got counter plays for his other guys. Andrew, Danny, Dom P. Those guys also big contributors, and they play defense. So this is gonna be a good chess match. But I think Beverly is gonna come out with the victory here.
Right.
Go ahead, G. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'll go out. Just leaning into what I've been leaning into. Beverly's good, man. They're tough. Got a chance to see them preseason. Solid. If the big plays, it's gonna be tough. I remember seeing the big I think a couple of years ago. And I know he's probably better now, but I'm gonna definitely go Malden Catholic. Team is usually solid. And I know there's a coaching change, but I'm sticking with Malden Catholic on this one.
Straight off the Yulee black bracket. Go ahead.
I normally don't agree with Yulee, but I'm gonna have to agree. I'm gonna go with Beverly, man. Malden Catholic early in the season seemed extremely strong. I had them winning states, or going against Central Catholic. They struggled in the month of January, February. Although they won their first 2 games, whatever, you know what I mean. But I think Beverly is a little bit more structured.
So,
I'm gonna go. I mean, most people know if you follow me on social media that I'm a huge fan of everything Beverly does on the offensive side, and it's not to say that they don't do anything on the defensive side. I just love their system, right? For a number of years now, Jacob. Yeah, just
Class.
No, I know his last name. I know his dad. You know what I mean. Jacob is just he's got it the hard way. He's earned everything that he's gotten over there at Beverly. No favorites. I saw Malden Catholic this year. I think Beverly edges him out. I like Orlando's score. I think he just put 68-62. I'm gonna go 70-62. Beverly.
Oh, I'm going 68-61 Beverly. I see Malden Catholic. They can't defend the 3. You can't defend the tray ball in this state of basketball. You can't. They struggle with it. I'm not saying they're not good. They're actually better than I thought, considering who they lost as a coach. But I'm going with Beverly. I'm not even. I think it's a true upset if they lose that game. Mind you, all these games are tomorrow. All these games are tomorrow, right? Like it's crazy. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Yeah, people got a lot of options to check out some games.
I know, and I'm trying to
check out some good quality basketball.
I don't even I can't even. I'm gonna lose sleep trying to figure out. All right, BC High, Brockton.
Oof.
Ooh.
I wish Orlando was live with us, man.
I'll go last on this one.
Go ahead, Greg. We'll go Greg first.
Brockton is tough, man, and this is this one's gonna be a good old I'll say a good old chess match. But I just think that BC High a little bit more structured. I got to watch a little bit of Brockton yesterday. But I also feel like that environment, I think it's going to be 50-50, but I'm going to definitely go with BC High for sure. BC High by 5.
Right.
I'm going to go with BC High, man. Like I said, they got a Hall of Fame coach, man. Yeah, I'm just, I just think that BC High has a stronger coaching staff. And no disrespect to Brockton. I like the fact that they played hard. There was a couple towards the end of the season. I thought they were going to cancel themselves out of a state title run. And obviously they had some key wins. And the game from on Sunday, I was thoroughly impressed by the way they were moving on transition. They were communicating. But unfortunately, I'm just going to go BC High.
Yuli say he's going to be at the Dorchester Catholic Brockton game tomorrow. That's nasty.
Hilarious.
That's
wild
nasty.
work.
Mook, who you got, Mook?
Man, this is another good one, man. I think both of these teams have been, schedule wise, they loaded up on their schedule. Both of them have been battle tested, played some high quality opponents this season. So I think this is going to be a good matchup for both teams. There's athletes all over the place in this one. BC High got a couple shooters in there that could really light you up when they get hot. Brockton, they're tough, but I think just because they're home, I think Coach Logney is going to make some play. He's going to make some calls late in the game that's going to just get them over the top and get them to win. I wanted to lean towards Brockton, but I seen how BC High executes in the late game, and I think that might be the difference in this one. I think they'll have some plays in the late game that's going to help them pull through. But a fun fact, I think the last time Brockton has won at BC High before. It wasn't a playoff game, but it was a regular season game. They have gone in there and won before. But
wait, when? This year?
No, not this year.
Nah, in the past.
Okay. All right. Just clarifying that. All right.
Yeah, in the past. So I'm going BC High, but that place is going to be rocking tomorrow. That's going to be that might come down to the final possession.
I'm glad you think so. However, here is something, right? Like, it's gonna come down to what I always tell y'all about. Coaches are only worth 8 minutes of good basketball in high school. Your first 3 minutes of the game, right? Your first 3 minutes of the second half, and your last 2 minutes. And if you're looking at the matchup between the Brockton coach in the first three versus Locke, I'm going Locke. In the first three of the adjustments of the second half, I'm going Locke. And to close out the game, I'm going Locke. So it's 3-0. And you take that 3 and you times it by each bucket, which is 2. BC High by 6. BC High by 6. Right? Here's the thing. I actually think the coach from Brockton is doing a better job than a lot of people, including me in the beginning, said he would. And he is, because I really like Brockton's guards. But it is tough as hell. It is tough as hell to shoot in that gym with the backdrop. Right? Yeah. It is tough as hell. And they got a ton of space. Right? And they got a ton of space if you're trying to like bring any pressure. I just think BC High is going to win by 6, and I'm going with that. Before you go, Sel, just a couple of comments. Brockton is more than capable of winning this game tomorrow. They will get bad calls. They're not predicting the bad calls. Come on, Yuli. Of course, bad calls are part of basketball. Orlando's already wilding out. Marcel,
we got love for you, Orlando, man. We got love for you, man. Got love for you, brother.
Deep down, everybody loves Brockton. Go ahead.
Just as I predicted with the Arlington game, first game it took a buzzer beater to get into overtime. The second game, Brockton won. In the second game, Brockton was another close game. I predicted that third game wasn't even going to be a game. And for most of it could have been worse than it was. Brockton handled Arlington pretty easy. And I know that Arlington's not BC High, but I'm going to tell you, fellas, it's going to be the same thing tomorrow. I got Brockton by 8. I think the guards give BC High's guards heck. The only thing that I've thought about this, so a loss to BC High built a dynasty when Worcester North lost at BC High and then came back and won 2 years straight. Brockton's future is bright. If everything goes right for Brockton, they're going to dominate MIAA basketball for at least 2 years, if everything goes right, whether they win this game or not. But I got Brockton winning by 8, and I don't think it's ever even a question that Brockton's going to win a game.
Ooh.
Also,
it's a little bit of spice.
I will shout out Coach Locke, who was at the Brockton game scouting, and then he was down to New Bedford game, and I didn't see that same approach from Brockton, but I don't think that's going to matter. Brockton by 8.
Listen, I love y'all loyalties, but they're getting packed up by 6 or more tomorrow.
Hey, I don't care either way.
Hey, I love it.
Other than my ego wanting me to be correct, I don't care.
Absolutely.
Who wins any of these games? Oh, so just to the public and the people out there, we don't care who wins the games. You don't. It's not personal.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're brave enough to have a conversation in person, go right ahead. I could give you the same. I'll give you the same result, even if I was wrong. New Bedford, Springfield Central.
That's gonna be a good game.
We saw New Bedford last night. Oh my gosh, New Bedford is. I don't know if they're a sleeper at anybody, but New Bedford is man, that's a team that that's a team that a coach will love to coach. You know,
that team.
Yeah, it's just what it is. Springfield Central is going. They're not. Here's the thing, right? Springfield Central is not going to come with a lot of shooters. They're not going to come with a lot of bigs. They're not going to come with a lot of anything other than some what we call in the hood goonery. Right? And they are going to bring the goonery, and can New Bedford, right, withstand that early or late punch? Here's the thing I will say about New Bedford. They contest everything. It doesn't even matter. That right there is like a part of that is such a huge part of tournament play. New Bedford challenges everything at the rim, and I love that shit. Right? It's amazing. I mean, if your kid's up watching this, they should be sleeping. I'm called DCF on you. But anyway, let me go with the pick. I'll go with Springfield Central in a close one. Fred.
Man, you hit all the key points, man. I have my concerns about New Bedford. They're definitely a fun team to watch, man. Man, their athleticism is crazy. And like you said, they contest everything. You know, I feel bad for Lynn. I didn't ride with Brockton, but I might just go with New Bedford, truth be told. There's
no correlation between the two.
I'll say that the coach.
If you pick against Brockton, you got to pick New Bedford, right? Go ahead, G.
Of course, Springfield Central is going to come in, you know, and it's about New Bedford surviving the first punch because I agree too. Springfield teams are coming over with the goonery. It's going to be physical basketball on both sides, but I'm rocking with the Whalers, man. New B. I got them by 5.
I'm going to jump in. We'll go last, right? So New Bedford's going to have the best player on the floor, and that best player is only going to be a freshman. And then they're going to have probably the second or third best player on the floor who's in his senior year. But, you know, the Brookline – so New Bedford withstood an amazing performance by Caleb, however you want to say the kid's name. Oh, my gosh. That kid put on a show, and New Bedford didn't even blink at it. The freshman, Cam Hill, came out and had a better game. And I just think he knows he's the best player on the floor. I got New Bedford by 7. I think it mirrors Brockton, New Bedford in the second game, which was only a 2-point game. But then I think that New Bedford pulls it out. New Bedford by 7. The gym's going to be rocking. The game's down there. Yeah, I got New Bedford.
All right, so I've seen New Bedford a couple times, and the thing that really stuck out to me the times that I saw them is they don't play or they didn't play with a sense of urgency. It seemed like they were just playing, going through the motions, and a team will go on a run, and it seems like they weren't really, engaged in what was going on. They, it was just like they was just like going through it, all lackadaisical. So I don't know what type of New Bedford team closed out the season, but I know they went to I know they got some big wins. I think they went to Malden Catholic, and they really put it on them down there. So if that's the team that's going to show up tomorrow, New Bedford is going to win. But as Corey said, these guys from Springfield Central are going to bring the goonery in there, and they're going to have to match that. But will that get into their heads? Will they try to, get out of character? And, when a team gets you out of character, you start doing unnecessary things, start taking unnecessary shots.
Yep. You start becoming a character, right? Yep.
Right. You start playing basketball. So I'm gonna lean with New Bedford in this one. I think that I like their guard a lot. I really like their point guard. I forget his name, kid with the long braids. He's really good, and they got some athletes. I think if they play the way they closed out the regular season, this should be at least a 7 to 10 point victory.
I shout out to Brookline, our guy Johnny Williams.
Yep.
He had a good game plan. Caleb Hayes is the real deal. We're only in part of the D1 bracket. It's 26 minutes. Oof. Another game tomorrow. Attleboro, probably the finest gym in the state. Against the Varian. Jeez. Whew. All right. Now, I'm sorry. Andover, Marshfield.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. They're Cambridge. Listen, Cambridge. Y'all gotta be looking bad in these streets.
I was there.
Right? Y'all are Boston adjacent. And we need y'all when we pick y'all to win these games. That's all I'm saying. I like y'all, but win the game when we pick y'all. Marshfield with the upset. They play Andover. Obviously, Andover's had a few days to prepare. They wiped out Belmont, and Belmont actually, shout out to them, even though I'd be going off on them because their parents are off the chain. But Andover, Marshfield. I think it's Andover. I think Fazio is just going to. They got a young point guard. My guy Pat's son.
Tutwiler's
kid. He's also Lynn adjacent, former superintendent. But yeah, I think Andover's just going to be too tough. I think Andover. But I tell you one thing, Marshfield is going to keep it close. I got Andover by 8.
I'll go
next. My bad, Greg. I'm gonna be quick. I think on this side of the bracket, Andover is gonna give a lot of people trouble. I got Andover. If you're gonna go 8, I'll go 11. I got Andover by 11.
I'm gonna go Andover by 7.
I'm gonna go myself with the 11.
Yeah. Oh man, listen, Josh Rowe. He's one of the best guards in the state. The junior guard from Andover. He's a tough cover. That kid, when he gets on a heater, he'll just light you up. When he gets going, he will light you up. I was at that game, Marshfield and Cambridge. That was probably all the years I've watched Cambridge. That's probably the worst they've ever played as a team. They wrong time to play the worst basketball that you could possibly play. And that was good credit to Marshfield. They run that Princeton offense. They slowed down Cambridge. Some guys made some big plays in that game. Noah Feldman, I think he was the only guy that realized that the referees are going to call everything if you go to the basket. I think he shot close to 20 free throws that game.
Hey.
Yeah. He was at the line a lot, but those refs were calling every little contact, so he just took advantage of it. But Andover's a different type of beast. I'm telling you, Josh Rowe, that kid, you talk about a guy that can put a team on his back, he's that, and I think they're going to pull out this victory.
Is that everybody?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Attleboro Zavarian. Whew. Man. Oh. Zavarian. I got Zavarian. That's all I'm going to say. I got Zavarian. And Attleboro, we like the Applebee's out there, but
Shout out to
we
Applebee's.
got.
Yeah,
I
hey,
mean, what
to
can I say?
anybody watching,
Hey,
that
hey,
statement,
hey, nobody goes to the Emerald Mall, but hey, we'll go. I like it. I get to go. I get to walk in the mall, get what I want, and leave. Go ahead.
that is
Go
a
ahead.
true statement. Oh my gosh, these people don't even know.
Go ahead, Sal.
Go ahead, G. Go ahead.
I'm on this one. I'm going with Severian. I'm staying on the Catholic school parade. I think they knock off Attleboro by 9.
Yuli out here with something
Out of
something
control. Out of control.
that amphetamines is killing.
I like
crazy,
Attleboro.
you. Yeah, it's
I like
crazy.
Attleboro. I like LaDainian Rodriguez. I like Connor Hugh. Those two guys are tough. Zavarian got the advantage on the inside. The first time I saw Zavarian, I wasn't too impressed with them, but that's another team that got hot at the right time. They're playing some real good basketball, but I like LaDainian Rodriguez. I think he's gonna put Attleboro over the top in this game. Attleboro over Zavarian.
Shout out to LaDainian's parents for naming him LaDainian.
That's crazy.
That's tough.
That's crazy.
I
really quick. So if you're on my Instagram, my fault. I'm now seeing your comments. My fault. I'll try to bring them forth to the chat. Go ahead.
Yeah, he stole my Instagram live, but we're good. So I got Attleboro. I just think it's a tough place to play for other teams, and it looks like I would love to shoot around in that gym. It looks like one of the best shooting gyms you could ever find in America. Never mind Massachusetts.
Great lighting.
I everything about
the blue.
But that doesn't skew my pick at all. I just saw Attleboro on film only twice, but I think Attleboro and Fred and I saw Severian live, but I just think Attleboro's a little better, but I got him by 5.
Yeah, I'm like you said, I'm gonna go with the Applebee's and the great homemade cookies, man. I'm gonna go Attleboro, man.
Attleboro.
Yeah.
Chris Worrell, shout out to Chris Worrell, the state rep. He's talking about. He said Andover's gonna beat the brakes up. Come on. He's a Lincoln Sudbury guy, so he's sort of Boston adjacent. But we'll see what's going on. Yeah. All right. So Needham and Bishop Feion. Now, here's the thing with Needham. Needham is the new Franklin. Right? That is a loaded statement, right? Needham is the new Franklin. Not scared, tough. Bishop Feion has knocked off some good teams, but I am going to stick with Needham on this one. Mook.
Don't mind that.
Brody, the big fella. It's going to be too much for Needham to handle. That big fella has just been putting Bishop Feion on his back. I mean, the kid scored 45 points in the first half, or 46 in the first half.
46 and 12 in the first half.
When he needed 45 for 1,000. So
correct.
That just tells you what type of time he be on. And he's strong. He's strong. I don't know if those big guys for Needham is going to be able to handle him down there.
I bet you he don't get 20 tomorroho.
He probably get 30.
I mean, on Wednesday, he ain't getting 30.
Mook said he
ain't getting 20. I hope he does, though. But good for him.
I'm going next. I just think Needham doesn't have the bigs to match up with Bishop Feion's big. I'm going Bishop Feion by 6.
They gotta cover. They gotta cover somebody, though. Go ahead, Fred.
Dog, Needham has some quality, like upperclassmen, man. Like I like Needham a lot, man. But you're right, the big fella is good. I can't go with Yuli for 4 consecutive. I'm gonna go with Needham, man.
Again, that's for, all right. So I'll jump in. I very much I like the point guard at Needham a lot. Fred and I got to see him, and for days I just couldn't stop talking about the kid. I'm like, this kid can play. This kid is tough. He's rugged. He's built strong. but I really, really like Bishop Fian. So I got Bishop Fian, and I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Bishop Fian. I already told you who I got. All right. The Bridgewater Raynham folks. My bad. I was trying to motivate y'all. Y'all lost. Y'all beat Lawrence. But the way y'all on my back is wild. And you know what? I might deserve it, right? I can take some criticism. Hey, I work in Boston. They might even make something up. And people believe it. So, my bad, BR. However, if you sleep on Winchester, you're going to get packed up because Winchester packed up Lexington. However, I got Bridgewater Raynham. I actually think Bridgewater Raynham runs away with it by about 17.
Yeah. I agree with that. I think I got Bridgewater Raynham. I have them get into the state title game, so I'm gonna go with them. And I just think they have the big Cam Santos is the X factor on that team. He's the mismatch on that team. There's not many teams that got somebody that can cover him. I mean, he's long, athletic. He can shoot. He can take you off the dribble, and he plays some solid defense too at his size. So I think Cam Santos is going to be the difference maker in this one.
I got Bridgewater Raynham by double digits. I would say by 10, between 10 and 14.
So,
yeah, I got Bridgewater Raynham. They may or may not be without one of their more pivotal players. Not sure of that yet. Hopefully they are, because I'd like to see them at full strength. But I got Bridgewater Raynham advancing.
I got Bridgewater by 12.
You got Bridgewater by 12?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's go to the next bracket. Division 2. Oof. As y'all know, Division 2 is... Oh, I actually have it down here. My fault. Okay, the MIAA with the accessibility. All right.
Yeah. The site, I actually, it's funny you said that. I like how the site moves this year or in the past couple of years. It's much better than before.
Right. St. Mary's, they just beat Foxborough. They're going on to the round of 8. They already took care of business there. What did you see in the game tonight, Mook?
Same old. Solid defense. The kid Roki is just a nightmare matchup for guys. He's, he got a motor, and if you don't have the motor like he has, and you can't keep him off that offensive glass, it's gonna be a long day. There was times that Foxborough could have got themselves back in this game. They got they were down 17. They got it down to like 12. Seemed like they went on a run, but then St. Mary's responded. They had 4 guys in double figures. They're just too loaded offensively for Foxborough. And I felt like Foxborough in that game, especially in the first half, they turned down a lot of open threes that could have helped them, because in the second half they started taking those threes and they were making them, but they were playing catch up the whole time. So every time they go on a run, St. Mary's went on a run. I felt like in the first half, if they took those open threes instead of turning them down, they probably could have gave themselves a chance. But St. Mary's is number 1 for a reason, and they're going to face the winner of New Bayport and Chicopee. But Roki is a lot to handle, and then I haven't even mentioned Jake yet, the sophomore guard, who's really tough. So that team is going to be.
My guy Kenneth Jackson, Booby Jackson, he trained a few of those kids, and he was telling me about them for a long time. Here's the thing with the St. Mary's coach: if they win the states, I ain't trying to put the McCarthy jinx on them, but ain't no jinx, because if I'm saying it, you got a better chance of winning. But if he wins, if the coach, shout out to the coach of St. Mary's, it's hard going after Dave Brown. If he could win a state championship, would he be the first coach to go from winning a D4 to a D2 with 2 different programs?
With 2 different.
Two different programs. The other guy that moved from 4 to 2, he sucks. But could this guy pull that off? That's just something to ponder. All right, let's move on to.
And you're talking about in back-to-back years, correct? Too. You're talking about
back-to-back years. right?
Talking
Like
about-
here.
Hey,
Yeah.
we can't move on. I didn't pick. So St. Mary's. I think Foxborough was the
No,
biggest.
they beat Foxborough tonight.
No, I know. Listen, relax.
What you got?
I think Foxborough was the biggest threat to St. Mary's. I don't think any of these other teams can even stay close with them. So
you're bugging.
They just faced probably the toughest team they're gonna face for a while.
Ain't no way.
I got St. Mary's.
Listen, I mean, they played. Okay, I would have said Newburyport in this next round. Will give them a match, but Newburyport lost their big man for the season.
Yep.
That would have been the difference maker in that. But
they just played their toughest opponent for at least a game or two.
For at least two.
We'll revisit it.
Yeah.
We head to the next.
Yeah, we good. We all agree St. Mary's moving on.
Chicopee Comp, Newburyport. I think to your point, Mook, I'm still taking Newburyport. I thought Chicopee would be I know Merrill's is okay, but I thought they would have dominated a little bit more. But I'm definitely going Newburyport still, despite who the big kid not playing.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with that. I think, minus the big man, they squeak by. Probably they'll beat Chicopee by 4. And then after that, we'll see.
McCullough?
Yeah, I'm going with Newburyport. They got some shooters. I mean, losing the big man is tough. That's probably going to hurt them in the next round because I got them in St. Mary's meeting up for a second time. But they still got some shooters. The one thing about that team, they put them shots up. And they put them up fast on that shot clock, kind of like that Mike D'Antoni style, get 6 seconds or less, or whatever he called it. They're almost similar to that, and they have at least 3 or 4 guys that could really knock down shots.
So
Newburyport by 12.
What'd you say?
He said Newburyport 12. What you got, Greg or Sel?
It's me. Greg already picked. So, just to have some parity, I'm gonna pick Chicopee because they're Travis Best adjacent. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll just go with Chicopee because the rest of you guys went with Newburyport.
All right. Okay. Plymouth South and Doherty. We were just talking about Doherty yesterday, so
we were talking about Doherty yesterday, Corey.
We're talking about Doherty. I am going to go. Can Doherty pull off the upset? And there's something very weird when I see a good Worcester team.
Yes, exactly.
And then all the other teams are bad. So I'm going with Doherty. I'll go right to Marcel after that.
I'm with Doherty as well. Corey and I had I don't know if I'd frame it as extensive conversation, but we spoke about Doherty. And hey, shout out Plymouth South. They've done a great job of building that program up. And I actually respect the grind of Plymouth South, but I just think Doherty, gonna have a little bit of an advantage even with the travel. I just think Doherty plays higher level competition. I got Doherty.
I'm gonna go Plymouth South. I'm gonna go the other way. Just because I think they're home. I think that Doherty will come in to be competitive, but again, the long ride from Worcester all the way south can be a little bothersome. So and again, shouts out to Plymouth South. That amazing program on both sides. Boys and girls have gotten better over the years. So I'm going to go Plymouth South.
Plymouth South seems like a team of kind of like, I wouldn't say destiny, but they seem like a team that's, they got a lot of momentum. And I think their season's going to continue. I got them over Doherty.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna go with Doherty.
Yeah, Plymouth South, the program needs a big win.
They do.
The program needs a big win.
They do.
So we're going to the matchup now that is probably everybody. One third of Boston is going to Mansfield tomorrow, right? Here's the thing, right? You have contrasting styles, right? But there's an intersection, right, of where one thing comes into play that's going to tilt this game, right? It is will. Who has the will to just like play out of their mind to win the game, right? The Burke and Mansfield, and I am going to go with the Burke. And the reason why I'm going with the Burke,
Holland Tech,
Tech, Burke, Washington Street, the building next to Burger King, wherever you want to call it, right? And the reason I'm gonna go with Burke in the upset is mainly because of their ability to close out on shooters, right? And their ability to really, really take away that reversal again when they're in their press, strictly because of that. Now, what I will tell you, for you Burke folks who are watching, if you do not pay attention to the guy who passes the ball,
jump to the ball
in a Mansfield offense, if you do not disrupt that guy, you will be in trouble. Mm-hmm. The most important person in an offense where the ball moves faster than the players is the passer.
The passer.
It's not the shooter. It's the passer. He's the decision maker, right?
Hey,
so,
real quick.
Go ahead.
Nope. I was just gonna say, no face cuts. Continue.
None. No Jam. So I'm going with the Burke. I actually think the game is good. I think it's going to be a 61-58 win. Who's next?
I'll go next. There's a reason why I'm going next. So on Saturday, a coach approached me and he shook my hand and he said, "St. Mary's Invitational, huh? We'll see you soon." And I basically shook his head and said, okay, gave him 2 thumbs up because that's what I want to see. But before you can get to the Invitational, you got to dance with a technician coach first. So there's a ball before the big show. You got a preliminary. You got Mansfield. I'm picking out a Holland Tech to win that game. But I think I'm going to go to reverse. It's a chess match. And I agree with Corey on that. You got to watch the passer, especially in a Mike Vaughn offense, and get prepared for a 1-3-1. And let's see what happens. But I'm picking Holland Tech.
Fred?
I'm gonna go with the Burke. Reason why is I think Joe has proven to be one of the better young up and coming coaches. And I think these last several games,
Joe might be old. Joe been around for a while. He just looked young. Joe has looked the same since he was in high school.
But I just think that these last several games, man, like you can see the maturity at him as coach. I was thoroughly impressed during the series with his decision making with the substitution. I thought he did a phenomenal job. If those kids could continue to play hard and rotate and what you was talking about on regarding about the passing and stuff like that, I think they got a good chance. You mentioned about Will, and I feel like those kids, their approach has carried over like that. So I'm gonna go with the Burke.
Yeah, I would like to see them be more businesslike. I think it just becomes a little bit too emotional sometimes, and that takes away when you're showing that much emotion. It's just as much as like when you're celebrating that much emotionally, it's the equivalent of like sprinting the level of the court. You need that energy. Be more businesslike, take care of business, and that sort of like sends a stronger message to the other team. Marcel.
So Albert D. Holland School of Technology. I'm driving by. This is odd. I'm driving by and I see something in the road, and I stop my car and I pick it up. And I think it's a microcosm of the game and the advice I have for Holland Tech. To win this game, everybody over there, you're gonna have to use your head. You're gonna see this. You're gonna have to use your head to win the game. I found this by your school, and I think it was a microcosm of what you're gonna need to do. You're gonna have to use your head to win this game. Mike Vaughn, I think of all of us, maybe I'm the one that coached against Mike the most. It was AAU back in the day, but you got to come with strategies and a number of adjustments to hang with Mike, and I'm sure Joe can do that. What I think this game comes down to actually is difficult shot making, which Ian is just one of the better shot makers when it comes to degree of difficulty. But if it comes down to the wire, Kingston Mills is going to make the shot. I think he's a clutch kid. Holland, the kids from the Holland, they go to school right across the street from Castlegate Road. They go to, it's a tough place to play. They're not going to be worried about Mansfield at all. The atmosphere is not going to bother these kids at all. So you can dress up in whatever you want. You can have as many people as you want to pack in there. That's going to do nothing to those kids. They'll be fine. I got the Holland, and I don't think it's as close as some would think. I got the Holland by 12.
One thing I would advise the players from Holland is definitely keep cool heads because they are going to get some bad calls down there.
You're not getting any calls. I left that out. You're not getting any calls.
Not one.
Yeah, so they're going to have to definitely keep their composure because, yeah, as you said, they're not going to get many calls or any calls down there. But I think this is going to be the thing about Holland Tech, you have to handle that pressure of theirs. They throw that pressure at you. They want to get you to try to play at their tempo, and that's how they get teams. Teams try to match their tempo, and then they figure out then they come with the wave of substitution of guys that do the same thing. So now your starting five is exhausted, and your rotation guys can't really keep up with that pressure. So if Mansfield can handle that pressure, break that press, get into their sets, keep it not a high scoring game or a high tempo game, I should say, they'll have a chance. But I just think, as you said, Ian's been with this program 4 years. He's, the last couple of years they've made it to the Final Four. He's kind of seen it from all different aspects. He's seen it as a role player, when he was backing up some of those other guys when they had Jaden and Jasad, and I think Jay Sean was on those teams too. And last year he really came into his own, and this year he stepped up as a leader. He's made some big plays in the big moments. So I think Ian's going to make some big plays in this game that's going to help them play. He's going to play like a senior is supposed to play on the road in games like this.
All right, is that everyone?
Yeah.
I will say this: don't get too high, don't get too low. Milton playing Pope Francis. Pope Francis is very good. And I hate picking against. I feel bad because Billy Donald is my dude, but I'm not in it for the emotion. For real, if you want emotion, go watch freaking America's Top Model or something like that, or freaking American Idol, or something like that. However, as much as Billy Donovan is my guy, I got to go with Pope Francis. If you look at that team and what they've been able to do this year, it's been incredible. I'm going with that, Marcel.
You put that. Why you do this to me? Because Billy's my guy too. That's why you did this to me. You dirty, bro. I gotta go. I want to lean Milton, but I think the second, I'm blanking on the kid's name, but he's like the secondary player for Pope Francis. I just don't think Milton has anybody that can cover him. And again, I only saw them on video. But Yeah, I just don't think Milton has anybody that can cover that secondary kid. He's probably like a 3. I got to go Pope Francis in this, and they got the home game too. So my bad, Bill. Hey, that's motivation for B though. Motivation.
I'll go next. Billy, I got your back. I'm going Milton. Milton in a squeaker by 3.
I'd love to see that happen.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm going Pope Francis. I think in Division II, St. Mary's has been the best team all year, and Pope Francis has been the second best team. The 1 and 2, rightfully so. Pope Francis.
Fred,
I'm gonna go with Milton, man. Hopefully, I'm hoping for an upset.
keep
Fred,
hoping.
That's
Keep hoping. St. Pope Francis 3 losses. Windsor by 7.
yeah. Windsor, Connecticut, folks.
Windsor, Connecticut by 7. St. Mary's of Lynn. All right, and Springfield Central. Pope Francis is not. They're not pushovers, right? And I know Greg about to come with the whole Catholic thing, but they're tough. They are tough. They are tough. Did everybody go?
Yes.
Everybody went.
Hold on.
What do you say?
Just for the public, you mentioned Windsor, and I want to let the public know that we chose to not go down and watch Windsor tonight to give the
Supposed to watch Windsor tonight. Yep.
Yeah, Corey and I were going to drive down to Hartford to watch Windsor tonight, but we chose to give you guys out there.
For real. Shout out to Coach Ken Smith, my guy, one of the few mentors I've had in the coaching game. Hopefully they take care of business tonight and we could make that drive at some point. Hopefully when they're in the state championship over in Connecticut. Oliver Ames, Archbishop Williams. Who goes first? Who's going first? Oliver Ames.
I like Oliver Ames. Ames. Archbishop Williams is good, but I really like Oliver Ames. I think they're the sleeper team in this division. They're really tough. They're also a team that almost got to the championship last year. They got some shooters on that team. Really talented basketball team. I got them by 10.
I got Archie's in this game. Talk about shooters. Archie's got some shooters over there too. I think Archie's is primed for the upset, and I think Oliver Ames is primed to be upset. Shout out to the town of Easton, but I got Archbishop Williams in this game.
Greg.
I'm going that way too. I have Archie's by 7. Actually, I think it's going to be an upset. I think they go in and beat them by 7. I got to see Archie's this year. They also play BLA. They're pretty tough. OA, they got a good guard play, but I'm gonna go with Archie's by 7 in an upset.
I'm gonna go Archie's, man. I was thoroughly impressed by them when we saw them back in December.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else?
That's it, right?
Except me. I'm going with Archie's. I was like following Oliver Ames for a second, but you can't score less than 50 against Canton. I think you're gonna hang with Archbishop Williams. Like, no disrespect to Canton. I saw Canton. Ain't no way. Like, ain't no way, B. All right. Masco and the Shoba. The Shoba. More folks on my back about my pick. My bad. Sorry. We all picked Masco winning that game against Middleborough. I'm going Masco. Masco's looking. They're looking impressive as hell.
It might be a general consensus. I'm going with Masco as well.
I got Masco as well.
I'm gonna go in the Shoba.
Oh, okay. No consensus.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going with Masco. Coach Morales. Those guys, they play some solid defense. Jimmy Farrell might have a 30-point game this one. Give me Masco.
Okay, Marcel.
I already picked Masco.
All right. Cool. Wonderful. We are going to transition into Division 3.
You missed the game.
Hey,
The game there, bro.
we missed
Did
the
I miss
game.
a game? Did I miss a game? Hold on, I'm back. Hold on.
Good.
My fault.
Yeah.
Shoot. Oh, this is my folks too.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, here we go. Burlington and Longmeadow. Burlington put up 95 points on Holliston. Crazy. And Stang got knocked off by Longmeadow, which is an upset in my opinion. I'm going with Burlington. Phil Connors lives. The ghost of Phil Connors.
I'm going with my peoples in Burlington, man. Shout out to a couple of players that we coached over there. Great group of kids. Great program. I'm going Burlington over Longmeadow.
Burlington.
Burlington.
I'm gonna go with my guy Phil, aka Zach Morris. Man. I'm gonna go with him, man.
Zach Morris is crazy. Saved by the bell. Saved by the bell. Everybody else?
We're good. Burlington.
We're good.
General consensus.
Clean sweep.
All right. We're gonna transition finally to Division 3.
That's wild, but
Hanover knocked off Randolph last night. Linfield got by Greater New Bedford. The Hanover game was closer than many people thought.
yeah.
Hanover plays Linfield. That's a Wednesday game.
Is it time?
I'm gonna stick with Hanover.
I'm going with Hanover.
Linfield has a freshman that has been killing it all season. I think this freshman is going to make some big plays in this game and lead Linfield to the upset over Hanover.
Well,
17 over 1, a 17 over 1 seed, huh? I'm gonna go with Hanover. I think the Randolph game will give them, it's kind of like, the tune-up fight before you fight the tougher opponent. And I think that, Randolph gave them a good run for their money. So I'm going to go with Hanover in the home advantage, number 1 seed.
All right. Everyone?
I'm going Hanover.
All right. Really quick, we're going to do a quick 3-minute segment. Mr. Wilson.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we have referee extraordinaire, Mr. Steve Wilson in the building. I got a couple of questions that Steve Wilson obviously is one of the more respected referees in the game. My whole thing, Steve, watching the tournament, if you're transitioning from a 2-man crew to a 3-man crew, what are you trying to look for? What are you looking for as a team? Like, what should you be looking out for? What is different about the being used to the 2 referees versus the 3 referees?
That's a great question, C-Mac. And just for purposes, we don't say 2-man anymore. We say 2-person or 3-person.
2-person. Now you're trying to get me sued. The 2-person.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to not get.
The three human thing.
That's a great question, man. And it's pretty simple. What I tell everybody is the off the ball stuff that you're going to miss in 2-person. It's going to get picked up in 3. And that's huge for a team that might press, a team that might be aggressive, a team that's really handsy. And in league play, they get away with it. And when the playoffs start, they don't. And there's a second part to that is when the playoffs start and the farther you go in the tournament, the more you will get the college referees that will work the games in the tournament where you would never see those guys, where they definitely see that off the ball action. And there's the discrepancy a lot of times that you see. Like I watched the game last night. People wanted me to watch St. Mary's Lynn and who did they play? I can't remember the team. But I was just watching that, and everybody was complaining about the off the ball fouls in that game. But when you got referees that are a little bit better, they can see it, they're going to call it.
All right. So, what is your advice to the teams who actually pressure, right? Because for me, I'm yelling and screaming because there's 3 people out there,
Yep.
and I'm trying to press their face off. So,
Yes,
like, what does a team? Are you guys looking for hands off? Are you guys looking for the coaches? Like, I used to warn referees before the game, like, yo, I'm gonna be ridiculous. But I'm just letting you know.
Same thing.
Yep. That's a good thing. One is less hands and more beating people to the spot. If you can beat the player to the spot, that's the first thing we want to see. We're looking for marginal and illegal. You'll hear that a lot. Marginal and illegal. Marginal contact is fine. Illegal contact's not. And what do I mean when I say that is a slight bump or the offensive defensive player bumping each other, hitting each other. That doesn't mean immediately it's a foul. We're looking for a legal contact that you can plainly see, that you can show that's illegal, defined from the book. And there's the difference. But this right here, legally guard, and you're gonna hear this a lot. Legal guarding position, LGP. The person's there legally, they're set, there's a bump, there's your foul call. But one thing city teams do a lot that is very bad and bad coaching is we don't show this with the hands. A lot of things from the city, as you know, hands. And that's going to get them in trouble, especially the farther you go in the tournament where the referees get better, when the D2, D3 JUCO guys will work the tournament games.
I have a question.
All right, good. All right, I'm gonna get one more in, and I'll let you go. So, this is a jerk question because I'm a jerk.
Got you.
And you don't have to answer it. How do you know when a referee's not ready for the tournament? Because I'm smelling blood.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you know when a referee's not ready and you're just like, yeah, I don't even want. If you make this call, I ain't even talking to you.
So what do you mean not ready for the? It sounds like
the game is too big for that particular referee.
Okay.
And
there's a lot of things you can see. So like for us referees, the worst thing for referees, and this is an inside for all of y'all, the worst thing for referees, you get the big game and the other referees don't get it, but they come to the game to watch you. That's worse. That's worse than anything a coach or player can do to you. And what happens with us when we go to those games, we can see that you're not ready by, your confidence level, how you present yourself, your communication, and you not knowing where to go on the floor. You as coaches and players don't know that, but we know it as a referees when you're going to the wrong places, you're not lined up correctly, you're not switching correctly because you're so caught up in not knowing where to go because you might not know the 3 person. You might not be ready for the crowd or the coaches. And you put all that together, you can see it very easily. It's very easily to be spotted. And you can't talk and communicate.
Marcel.
Yeah, so that's actually without Corey and I even talking about this. So Steve, my question is, has there been like an onus to make sure the referees are a little bit younger and a little bit more in shape? Because what I'm noticing in the tournament, it actually is that, to the coach's eye, no one looks really out of place. Like I would see some games and, in the past, I think this person doesn't belong in this environment. Like that's clear to me as someone who's loved the sport my whole life. But it seems, even last season that there's been more of a direction in making sure that people are in shape and age appropriate. And is that something that takes place?
Yeah, well, what happens is it's a two. That's a great question, and it's a two-pronged answer. Um, First part of the answer, sorry about that, would be, oh, what the hell did I do here? Okay. The first
You
part
good?
of the answer is myself and other people have been. What'd you say?
You're
I said
good.
you're good. You're good. Yeah.
You're good.
All right. So the first answer, yes, there has been a.
You're in the matrix. You're in
Still
the
in the
matrix.
matrix.
Yeah, you're good. You're
Yeah,
good. You're good.
he doesn't want him to answer this. I don't know.
Yes, there is an agenda to get younger, more qualified, better shape officials in the tournament. But the problem is this: there's a lot of coaches that don't want to see the younger guys that are in shape because they feel like Corey just said, maybe the game is too much for them. But the issue is, how do they get opportunity if you don't let them work? You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
So
Yep.
it's a catch-20. Is the that me again?
We can hear you.
So, hello?
Yeah, go ahead. Continue.
Hello?
Yeah, we here.
Yeah, you good.
All right,
Can
we'll
you
come
hear
back.
us?
We can't. I can't hear. We lost you. We lost you. We'll
Hello?
come back.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. We'll once he gets it together a little bit, we'll go from there. Appreciate you coming on. Hold on a second, Steve. Are you back? Are you good? All right. We're gonna remove him for a little bit. All right. Thank you, Steve, for joining us. That was great. Provide some good referee insight. I hope the kids who are paying attention, especially the ones who pressure, learn to understand what it takes for them what the referees and officials are looking for. Medfield and Pembroke. Let's jump back in. We all picked for the most part picked Martha's Vineyard. I don't know why we did that, but however, Pembroke takes on Medfield after smoking out Martha's Vineyard, sent them on a ferry packing. Actually, they were home, so never mind. They took the ferry back. Medfield blew out Dedham. Ooh, damn. Actually, Fred, you picked Dedham. So I'm going to go with Medfield.
I think I'm gonna go with Medfield on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Medfield too. I think they showed a lot in that game against Dedham.
Fred, did you go?
I'm gonna go with Medfield.
All right. So once again, because everybody else went with Medfield to bring some, entertainment value to the show, I'm gonna go with Pembroke. Let's see what happens. Pembroke, make me look like a genius.
Who's next?
I know.
Swampscott,
Move,
Norwell.
Fred, Greg.
Everybody went.
Everybody went. Yeah, okay, cool. Sorry about that. Norwell and Swampscott. Fred loves Norwell. And Swampscott got by Nantucket, who a lot of us picked. It's actually going to be a tight one. I'm going to go with Swampscott.
I'm gonna go with Norwell by 3 in an upset.
I can't. I'm going with Swampscott because they have one of my favorite players in the area, Teddy O'Neal, aka Big Blue Luca. He plays just like Luca. That boy is cold. He is a big time player, and he could light you up for 40 points. So I'm going with Swampscott.
Shout out to Swampscott. They've built that program up from a couple of years ago, but I don't think this is gonna go good. Wait for it. Norwell for Swampscott. I got Norwell. I like the G Berry. I like the G Berry 3-point upset, but I'm gonna go with Norwell on the road.
You know where I stand. I'm going with Norwell, man. Trey Ball City.
Leave it up to Fred. Leave it up to Fred. Norwell's knocking off the Celtics.
Sounds
now,
like
you know, I was giving Greater Lawrence Tech a lot of praise, and obviously Steve Martinez is my guy. But 34-29, I don't know if somebody left in the ambulance or what. I don't know if they finished the game or what. But the best team in Springfield, in the Springfield area, has been Sci Tech. And I'm gonna go, Stevie, you my guy, but I'm going with Sci Tech.
Me too. I'm rocking with Sci Tech in this one. Greater Lawrence, great program, but like what was just said, Springfield, Sci Tech, I gotta pick them.
I'm gonna go with Springfield. I was gonna go with Science and Tech. Greater Lawrence, good program on both sides, boys and girls. They're there every year. But I just think, based on last game, to score 5 points, you're gonna need more of that to beat High School of Science and Tech in Springfield. So I'm going with them.
I'm going with Stevie Martinez and his boys, man. They're gonna bounce back. One thing they do is play defense. They
play defense. They play defense.
And that's one thing that travels. Sometimes offense don't travel, but defense travels, and I think those guys are gonna get it done over there. Correct me if I'm wrong. They made it to the quarterfinals last year, correct? Great Lawrence.
They made it to the quarters last year, not the semis.
Okay.
All right, Fred.
I'm gonna go with Sci Tech. I'm gonna give a shout out to the Springfield family.
All right. Our local Charlestown, Salem, big matchup. I told y'all Super Tuesdays tomorrow, man. What happens? What happens tomorrow?
First.
Who's going first?
I'll go. Coach Greg Berry and I were at the Rockland game, and I must say that was one of the better games I've seen all year. And Charlestown had to really earn that win. If I'm not mistaken, when they took the lead is one of the only times they were up in the game. The kid Jerry, man, so this is by far the difficulty in his shot making was the most difficult, but yet making the shots I've seen in maybe 2-3 years. He just turned it on when you had to. He had 4 people in his face. He was making shots. This kid played incredible, but he's gonna have to do that again to beat Salem. And I just don't know if that happens. I really would like to see Charlestown keep playing because that kid is exciting. And they got other kids. It's not just a one-man team. I'm going to go for motivation. Shout out to Jerry. I know he watches everything, so he'll probably, have an opinion on this. But I'm going to go with Salem as the home team, number 2 seed. It's going to be a crazy atmosphere. I got to go with Salem, guys.
Dang.
Fred?
Man, I'm gonna go with C-Town, man. Like I said, I'm always gonna try to support the city teams, man. So I'm gonna go with C-Town. Although the current residents of Salem are former Boston residents, but I'm gonna go with C-Town.
Yeah, I think we have to. I'm gonna jump in now. I think we have to understand that Salem has a collection of Boston, little bit of Everett, a little bit of Lynn too, have all migrated up to Salem now. Charlestown, I agree with Marcel on that one. Jerry is tough. I got to really, really watch him for a third time in real time. And just to watch him, he has a Kimball Walker motor. When he scores in bunches. I'll give him that. And it's going to be tough going into Salem. He's going to have to put on his cape and try it again. And, I will say this. It's a homecoming for some of those Charlestown alumni as well as the former head coach. I know they'll all be in attendance because that's Salem. There's heavy ties there. So I'm going to say in this one, Charlestown, for some reason, I got you guys squeaking it out again. Charlestown by 2 against.
Jump back in just real quick. I just want to say one thing. If Rockland had a single guard that could dribble with his left hand, we might not even be talking about this game.
Yeah,
we might be talking about the game if Rockland had a single guard who could put the ball effectively in their left hand. So, if Salem does, it could be tough, but, I wish it could be a tie game and both teams move on, but it can't because that's not reality. So let's live in reality. Move forward.
So here's the thing. You can send weird emails. You could do freedom of information requests. You could talk about me in your group chat. You could be goofy and not say anything in person.
Oh, don't.
Or you could be fake tough you could be fake tough and have your neighborhood send sideways stuff. I'm still gonna pick your kids. So I think Charlestown's gonna win because here's the thing. There's a mystique around like a winning culture, right? And sometimes you could get hot at the right moment, right? I think that the kid Jerry, the thing I like about Charlestown is that what I didn't like about them in the city was that Jerry at one point hit like 4 baskets in a row and never saw the ball again.
Yes, correct.
But I think that they understand to get that brother the ball. We don't want him to get 60, right? But I think for Charlestown to win, and I'm picking Charlestown, their number is 60. You gotta score 60 or more points to get by Salem. Here is why. Salem has given up 60 points once all year. Like, this ain't the Salem that puts up 65 threes a game, and well, they still might, but they defend. And to the Steve's point around who is gonna be in foul trouble when it matters the most, because Salem is not playing around when it comes to like their defense. You're like not giving, like, literally, if you look at who Salem has played and beat, right? Beat Swampscott, beat CM, beat Wakefield, beat Bishop Fenwick, beat Masco, and did not give up 60 points. Wakefield only scored 29 on them. Charlestown has to get to 60 points. I think they can. I think if they just find Jerry on the move, not Jerry on the catch, Jerry on the move, I think they can pull it out. I got Charlestown 61-59. Go ahead, Move.
Go ahead, Move.
So, fun fact: over the weekend, Rick Brunson was in the building for their game against Lowell Catholic. They had a ceremony for him. I think they put a new jersey in the frame for his jersey retirement. So they had a.
Rick Brunson was tough.
Yeah, so he was there. It was cool to see that. They got, they ran Low Catholic out the gym. All right, so Charlestown, they went to Rockland. Hard place to win. Hard place to get calls. Fishy ain't down there. When you're a road team, good luck. But they still somehow found a way to win that game. That showed a lot. And Coach Coleman, what he said about Jerry, because it's going to be rocking there tomorrow. It's going to be packed. He said Jerry loves a big crowd. He loves going on the road, and he loves a big crowd. It's going to play in his favor. I think what Charlestown has in their advantage is those two big guys, Lennon and Jeremy. Salem has a freshman who could really guard. He's a big guy that could guard, but he can't guard both of them. So one of those two big guys are gonna have to make some big plays. Are gonna have to have a good game on the inside because Salem, just how they are connected defensively, they frustrate you, they take you out of your game, they turn you over, and then Elion, Nate, those guys, they get on those breaks and they go on the run, they go on runs in those gyms. So Charlestown's gonna have to withstand one of those Salem runs and not just get over, just not get I can't even say the word, just not get frustrated when Salem goes on their run and they just gotta withstand that, they'll be fine. But I did pick Salem to go all the way and win this all. But this game, this is going to be a really good game. We're seeing two of the better guards in the class of 2027. These are the type of matchups as a basketball fans you want to see. Elion Rodriguez and Jerry Brown. These two are big time players, and these are the moments where you kind of show yourself. So it's going to be a good one. But keys for Charlestown to win is those two big guys, Lennon and Jeremy. They have to make plays. They have to come up big and get those Salem bigs in foul trouble.
So who do you have?
I got Salem. I picked Salem. I picked Salem to win it all. To win it all in Division III. So I got to stick with it. But it's tough because I have relationships with some of those guys in Charlestown. I grew up with one of the coaches, so it's hard for me to pick against them, especially seeing just how progressive they've been this season. How much better, and they hung 100. They hung 100 their first game. Charlestown's one of those teams, when they get hot, they'll go on like a 20-30 nothing run when they get hot. So this is gonna be this. I'll be in the building tomorrow for this one.
We stayed on this game for a long time, and I'm gonna extend it by just saying one thing. It reminds me of a night when Avon with Akeem Williams played Cathedral. And I went to that game, and walking into that game, I believe it was Akeem's senior year, I said to somebody next to me, Akeem's going to have 50 to win this game. Akeem Williams had 50 points and got the win to advance to the Garden. And I feel like that night, that's the type of night Jerry's going to have to get past Salem.
All right. Excellent. Cathedral and Hudson. All right, Hudson. Listen, you lost. Right? You lost.
Packed you up.
See you next year. What are we doing here? Rochester Cathedral, I think this, whatever y'all think about all these other games, this is the game. It's so hard to win at Old Rochester. And if Ty Boswell, the coach, could put together a master game plan, they could beat Old Rochester. They're young, and Old Rochester's been running that ish 4 years. I don't know if they can win at Old Rochester. And I don't have any loyalties to my picks. I love people, and Ty's my guy, but I can't do it. I can't see it. I would love to. Cathedral's still Boston, but Old Rochester at Old Rochester is tough. I got Old Rochester. Greg,
I'm gonna say from formerly coaching in that building is a tough place to play. Especially when it's packed. Cathedral will be competitive, but I think Old Rochester will probably end up beating them by 9. So I got Old Rochester.
I think Old Rochester is a team people are forgetting about. These guys were These guys were like 5 seconds away from winning a state title last year.
Correct.
This coach, he's had some heartbreaks the last 2 years in the state championship game. And yeah, you guys are correct. That going down there is a hard place to play and a hard place to win. And I just think a lot of people are definitely overlooking Old Rochester in this division. Cathedral, great game against Hudson. Jamari Harrell, 10 3-pointers he knocked down. The freshman is playing really well. Can he duplicate that? I mean, that's gonna be the thing. He's gonna need to be able to shoot the ball like he did against Hudson again. So see if he could duplicate that. But I think Old Rochester is going to pull this out just because of their experience is going to help them in this one. And also, I just think people are really overlooking them to make a deep run.
Everyone? So?
Fred,
No, I haven't gone yet, but man, I really want to go with Cathedral because I feel like there's like about 4 kids. I want to see their seniors now. They got a lot of maturity. I saw them play in the Beantown Slam. Oh man, but Old Rochester is one of those programs like they do a really good job, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Old Rochester.
After we got good, Greg, I don't think we had any issues playing in Old Rochester, did we? We never. I mean, this whole thing about it's hard to play out. Once we got good, did we have issues? We didn't have issues down there.
Really.
Okay, no, we didn't.
So
the atmosphere thing is a little overrated.
Say what you want.
But Cathedral's not going to win down there. It's simple. They're not going to win. But I don't want to carry that narrative. Yeah, but I got Old Rochester winning the game because they have experience and those kids are tougher. Like in the past years, if you just look at their build, well, first go down there and look at their weight room facility right when you walk in the door. It's like a college. It's like a college facility. Some's old, but the newer part of it, it's amazing. But those kids, their build, their strength, they got dogs. I got Old Rochester, and I don't think it'll be in the fourth quarter. I don't think it'll be much of a question.
All right, guys, we do have to speed it up because
we do.
You know, I got some writing to do. Tewksbury, Abington, BLA. Come on, man. Damn. Damn, BLA, man. Damn, BLA, man. God damn, BLA. Anyway, I got damn you, BLA. Tewksbury. I got Tewksbury beating Abington. I'm not going to bet against NBC team. Sorry.
I second that. I was there Saturday. Abington got two good players. I'm going to say this again. 2 good players. One shoots the ball extremely at a high clip. Extremely at a high clip.
My boy Kingston, he don't know a bad shot.
Oh,
Kingston
man.
don't know a bad shot.
And the other kid, he's a Felipe Lopez. All he does is go right. Everything's right. He'll put the ball in his left hand for 5 seconds, get a double screen, and go back right. So newsflash, Tewksbury, you're gonna beat them. You just got 2 guys to worry about, and one of them is his left hand is like a code to him. He doesn't use it. So I got.
Everybody else? Anybody went?
Yeah. So first of all, to the Abington security staff, I mean, we were hyped. We coach at Latin Academy, so you guys got to calm down in your approach. Like, we apologize though. Yeah. I got Tewksbury winning the game. I like Abington. I have coaching friendships with the staff, but from all reports I'm getting, maybe I'll watch Tewksbury a little bit more tonight. From all reports I'm getting is that this is a difficult style matchup for Abington, and BLA was able to fight back and make it a game. I think Tewksbury might have gotten either the winner of whoever won that game, and it turned out to be Abington. I got Tewksbury winning the game. Moving on.
This is a very, very, very biased pick on my end because I basically grew up, but I basically spent a lot of time in Abington because I got cousins that are there, that live there, and they also coach on the football team over there. So I actually know all these guys on the Abington coaching staff on the basketball team.
Yeah, they got Nigerians in Abington.
I mean, I'm not Nigerian, but
not Nigerian.
Oh, you're not Nigerian? My bad. What's the background?
On earth
I'm Congolese. I'm Congolese.
Oh, all right. Hey, you got to my fault. Damn, y'all are
He
there.
had the flag behind him in the last episode.
I mean, my bad.
We everywhere. We everywhere. But yeah, and yeah, the kid you're talking about with no left hand is Tyler. Tyler. He definitely doesn't use that left hand at all. But that boy, he's another one. He'll shoot the ball. But yeah, I'm going with Abington in this one. But yeah, Tewksbury, you need to watch. If you have to watch them play, you got to watch film on them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch.
Yeah, if you want to see a fundamentally sound team that really locks in on the defensive side of the ball, Tewksbury is a team you want to watch. They're really talented. But yeah, I'm going with Abington in this one. This is a bias pick for me.
I respect it.
Shout out to the Republic of the Congo. Don't let nobody say Republic of Congo. It's the Congo. Am I right?
Democratic Republic.
Yes.
Democratic Republic. Damn, that's a combo. That's a combo. Lent Classical and Stoner. Mook, I'm gonna let you go first. Here we go.
Boy, listen. If you want to come to the North Shore and want to see a matchup, a good matchup, this one is it right here. Stoneham is really good. Weston Bunnell, a 6'5" wing. He can really jump. He can really score the ball. He had 29 the other day in their win over Weston on the road. Liam McPhee, he's another one in their opening round game against Belchertown. He scored 37 points, hit 8 3-pointers. And then they have the big man, Tony Dean, who's a real defensive anchor, and he really gets after that offensive glass. Lynn Classical, 4 seniors on this team, led by Shy Bab. He's Mr. Do It All for them. He does a lot. On the deep, he's a tough defender. These two teams match up very well. I think Stoneham has them a little bit on the height advantage. They got the just a little bit because the two bigs and Tony Dean and Weston Bunnell. But Classical, if you can't keep Darren Baker and Shy Bab off that offensive glass, good luck. And then the combination of Deshaun Rucker and DJ Reynolds, those guys, they're kind of the utility guys. They make open shots. They get to the cup. So this is a really intriguing matchup.
I know you can't make up your mind right now.
Yeah.
Another bias pick though, Lynn Classical. I gotta go with the home team.
Okay. I thought I had to send security up there for you.
Stoneham.
Yeah, but Stoneham, that's another team. I have good relationships with the coaching staff over there. I've gotten to know a lot of those players. But this is definitely a game you're gonna have to watch. It's a real good matchup right here.
Okay, work the replay. Work the replay. Go ahead, Sal.
No, I was just gonna say
it's gonna be live streamed too.
Everybody likes you. You don't have to worry about picking against people. Yeah. Everybody loves you. I'm gonna go real quick. I'm gonna go with Link Classical home game. Bab, yeah, tough. I'm gonna go with Classical.
I'm going with Lynn Classical as well. Shouts out to Lynn. Shouts out to Bab family. Because if Corey, that's the same Bab family, right? But Ashley Bab.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it is. You're talking about Ashley.
He's related to Ashley Bab, right? And with the St. Mary's. I mean, went to Winthrop. Okay.
Yeah, I think they're cousins. That's their cousin.
Hey, shouts out to the Babs.
The Babs are from Barbados too.
Yes, shouts out, major respect to them. So in this case, I'm definitely going with Lynn Classical on this one by 10.
I didn't get to pick the last time. I got Tewksbury, and I'm going with Lynn Classical.
My bad. Who else? Everybody went? So you went?
D4.
No, I didn't pick. I'm going with Stoneham.
Oh, word.
Oh, wow.
My bad.
I'm going with Stoneham. I'm going with Stoneham. Lynn Classical has yet to prove to me that they could win the tough games over the years. This will be one for their program. Obviously, Marcos ain't walking through that door. Neither is Calvin. So I hope they win, but I don't think they do. So I'm gonna go with Stoneham. All right, Division 4. And like I said, we gotta speed it up a little bit because we all got jobs. Wareham and South Hadley. South Hadley Got a huge gift from Madison Park, who gave up like 19 offensive rebounds in a row. And then Wareham knocked off Tech Boston Academy. Shout out to the Tech Boston point guard, man. He was right in the gym with us yesterday. Lost the game, back in the gym with us yesterday. Shout out to Madison Kids was in the gym with us yesterday. We appreciate dudes that just want to hoop and get better. I don't even think this is close. The ride from South Hadley to Wareham is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
So guess what? See you later. I got Wareham 91-68. Who's next?
I'll go next. All right, South Hadley, you got your present. Now it's time to go home. Long ride there, long ride back. Yes, they're gonna almost crack 100 on you. So I'd say Wareham in a rout, and they probably get 95 points.
As I said before, I think Wareham's Amari Rose is the best player in this division. This Wareham team, I think it's gonna be a little bit before they get tested. So good luck, South Hadley. Good luck.
Yo, quick question, fellas. What's the name of that Boyz II Men song with Mariah Carey?
One Sweet Day.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you might have got that on rotation, man. Let's go Wareham.
I got even though Jordan Resendez is not going to be walking through that door for Wareham. And by the way, I think I told Corey this is like the 26th year that happened. That press conference was 26 years ago today. The famous Larry Bird's not walking through that door. 26 years ago yesterday. However, I got Wareham. I think that's a consensus. I think most of us expect Wareham to, at least be in the Final Four. Goes without saying, Wareham.
All right. Anyone? Fred? Fred, you went?
I went.
Yeah.
Greg?
Boyz II Men. He referenced Boyz II Men.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Both of them.
Wacona Regional versus Diet Brockton, a.k.a. New Heights Charter. I'm going with Wacona.
Oh, okay.
I'm going with Wacona. Yeah.
But I'm sticking on the south side of Brockton. If New Heights was on the east side, the north side, the west side, I probably wouldn't make this pick. But because it's on the south side, I'm going with New Heights Charter School.
New Heights is doing an amazing job down there. Got to speak to the girls coach over there. He's telling me how up and coming program. They're doing some big things, but good run. Just not beating Wacona. Wacona by 5.
Yeah, shout out to the coaching staff at New Heights.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with New Heights for the
Thank
simple
you.
fact they got a little chip on their shoulder for not playing in that charter tournament or whatever. I think they were.
It could be a chip or distraction.
Yeah. Well, it's over with now. It's been like a month ago now.
It happened a month ago. They really wanted to play in that. They really wanted to win it, but I think that the best consolation prize. The next best thing is try to get themselves a state chip. So I'm gonna go with New Heights.
Okay.
I like Jose, man. I'm gonna go with New Heights, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it that
Jose, my guy. West Bridgewater and Monument Mountain.
Oh, woo.
Ain't know who. It's West Bridgewater.
Yeah,
no, it's West Bridgewater.
General consensus, West Bridgewater.
Listen. I was talking to I don't know his last name, but Dennis. He's a 73-year-old guy, Brockton area, been around for a while. He says West Bridgewater is dirty. I'm gonna take his advice. The guy knows the game. He's at the Southeastern game. He's at the Brockton game. Dennis is everywhere. For people on the South Shore, you know what I'm talking about. Grew up in Weymouth. Can shoot the ball still for a 73-year-old. He says West Bridgewater is phenomenal. I'm going to go with West Bridgewater.
I'm going with the upset. Monument Mountain, state finals runner-up last season.
Correct, they were. They were good too. They're good.
They were a good team.
Take that drive all you want.
Yeah, I believe they have that big man back too from last year. That really was a problem. So
Yeah.
I'm going with
Almost
the
against
upset.
them. Okay. Everybody with Fred?
Yep.
All right.
Consensus.
All right.
This McCullough picked the upset.
Yep. McCullough picked Monument. All right.
Yep.
Clinton and New Mission. Greg.
Come on, Mal. You got this. I'm going with New Mission.
Yeah.
Mook.
I like New Mission. I like the kid Manny Valentino. He's a baller. I like him.
Oh, he's
Manny's my guy.
tough.
Fred.
You know where I stand, man. 0-136. I'm going New Mission.
Oh God, the only team in Hyde Park left. Good. So
I mean, listen, I could leave where I'm at right now and walk to the front door on Metropolitan Ave. I'm going with New Mission. Shout out Metropolitan Ave.
listen, George Clinton, Bill Clinton, New Mission. All right.
That wasn't even funny. Why you guys laughing?
Listen, the Clinton folks didn't want, and I'm gonna call y'all out because y'all didn't want the game to be at New Mission because of y'all complained that the gym was too small and y'all only bought 76 tickets so far. Guess what? Boston got a half a day tomorrow. Ain't nobody really coming like that. And there's tons of games happening tomorrow. Cool out. The game will be at New Mission tomorrow, and y'all will be okay. Okay.
They don't even pack their own gym, man.
But anyway, much love to y'all though, because it's going to be a nice drive, and I'm sure y'all going to play hard because Clinton they do have a respectable team. Millbury versus Hamilton Wenham. Millbury knocked off Whitensville Christian. I don't know why. Did I pick Whitensville? No, I picked Millbury.
I think Millbury beat them today.
Oh, that was today. I'm sorry. So Millbury won.
Yeah, Millbury.
Wonderful.
Millbury won.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
And Georgetown.
Yeah, I didn't even peep the date. That's on me.
Yeah,
that's on me.
Georgetown beat Sutton earlier.
And Georgetown beat Sutton.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, Lynn Volk. Lynn Volk versus Manchester Essex. I'm gonna let Mook go first.
Oh man, these teams are very familiar with each other. They played in the regular season. Lynn Tech won. I think Lynn Tech has bounced them from the postseason before. I think either the last 2 years or they bounced them 2 years ago. But they've seen each other.
I think it was 2 years ago. I'm not sure about last year, but I think it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, I know. I remember 2 years ago, Lynn Tech bounced them out. Manchester Essex is good. They got my boy Graham Lewis, who is a real good bucket getter. But Lynn Tech, they're trying to break through and get to that semifinals and hopefully the state championship. Into the Elite Eight, back-to-back years. They're trying to get back to it. They're at home. They handled Amesbury the other day. Amesbury could have handled Tech's pressure. Tech's big guy, Ulysses Diaz, he's really stepped up these last month or so for the season. So I'm going with Lynn Tech, but I've said this before, but Manchester Essex, that's another team. I have good relationships with the coaching staff and those players. I've seen them a lot in summer leagues and throughout the last couple of years. So, but I think this is going to be a really good game.
Yeah, you're like the Black Daddy V out here now.
I'm gonna go with Lynn Vocational Tech on this one over Manchester Essex.
I got Lynn Voc Tech as well.
Fred?
Yeah, I got Lynn as well.
I'm with Lynn. I know y'all hate to hear it, but I'm with Lynn. Next up, we got Georgetown and Sutton.
Georgetown won today.
Georgetown won.
Sorry, I wonder what the score was. Somebody get me the score of the Georgetown game.
Sutton had
Blue
26
Hills.
points.
Oh, jeez. Blue Hills against Ipswich. Ipswich is sneaky good, but Blue Hills, I think will have the advantage in this game. It's at the Blue Hills. I'm going with Blue Hills.
Blue Hills ain't getting beat until maybe the
next round.
Blue Hills is winning this game decisively.
Yeah, Blue Hills got that, and they're gonna lose next round.
Yeah,
I got Blue Hills. I like what I saw from them when they played Tech in that vocational title game. I did like what I saw from them. But yeah, Blue Hills is gonna win this one, and then they're gonna run into Georgetown, who, those kids have a lot of motivation at Georgetown.
Okay.
And Corey, the score was 56-28.
Oh, jeez. Steve, we have one more. Steve, we have one more question. I know you got cut off earlier. We really want to thank you for sharing the wisdom, and I hope you come on for the next thing, for the next couple of shows. Definitely stay on. If you have to interject, we know you got some knowledge. We go from there. Strong.
Absolutely.
Stay with us. Strong mixtape. Okay, Division 5. Let's get through this round. Actually, you know what? I will give a lot of these teams that you never heard of, and that I've never really have a distinct knowledge of, who are really showing up and winning games. So I want to give them a shout out for a lot of these teams that are new, who are trying to make a name for themselves. I think Roxbury Prep is still in the mix. Boston United is a BPS team that's still in the mix. But let's go, Avon, Drury. I know where people are going with this, but I am going to pick Drury.
That's crazy.
I'm going with Drury on.
Yeah, just I know the staff over there. Avon knows some of the kids. Former Herald Dream Teamer Kyle Gary, his son is over there at Avon. But yeah, I got Drury in this game decisively.
That's
Yeah, Drury.
The Avon lady ain't coming through that door. Greg.
Terrible.
Fred, did you go?
Um,
You pick Drury or Avon?
yeah, I was gonna go Avon. I ain't gonna hold you.
Fred, Damon not walking through that door.
Mook.
Doesn't be old and great. Well, actually,
I'm going with Drury.
Is still in shape, but
all right. Mook is going with Drury. Hoosac Valley and Ware upset English High decisively. Hoosac Valley, we picked for the majority. I think it was consensus that picked them. Who wins the game between Ware and Hoosac Valley? Mook, you go first.
I'm going with Hoosac Valley. I think they just had a player go over 1,000 points in their last game, but yeah, give me Hoosac Valley in this one.
I'm gonna go with Hoosac as well. I just think that they're gonna have too much for Ware. I'm going with Hoosac Valley.
Too much for Ware.
Well. I'm going Hoosac Valley.
I'm gonna go with Ware, bro, because I ain't gonna hold you. That surprised me, upsetting English. Not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, you had picked English to go pretty far. Hull knocked off Franklin County. Hopkins Academy dropped the game to David Prudy. I'm going with Hull.
That game already happened, and David Prouty won.
Just gonna say that.
David Prouty won. So at least y'all know I ain't cheating.
Owen Granger had 19 points, and Jaden Rubio had 31 points.
Excellent. Thank you for that call, Mook. All right, so we don't have to do that one. Roxbury Prep versus Boston United at the Kroc Center.
Battle.
This is what you call a hood favorite game. Look at Swell. You got the game. The hood favorite game. Roxbury Prep versus Boston United. Who wins the hood favorite game? I'm going with.
I'm going Roxbury Prep. Now what?
Yep, facts. I'm with you, Steve.
All right, man. I'm going with Roxbury Prep, man. It's gonna BJ gonna get slow for y'all.
And there's a dude over there with a Roxbury hoodie on.
Look at the hoodie. I'm going with Roxbury Prep.
Mook, what you got?
All right. I'm going Boston United. Their head coach, Terrence Seaforth, is from Lynn. He's a Lynn resident. I actually saw him over the weekend.
He's from Lynn?
Guy. Yeah, he's from Lynn. Yeah, he's from Lynn.
More reasons he played for life.
He played football. He played football at First State. I'm going with Boston United.
Ooh, I going with Roxbury Prep. I picked all BPS teams up until then. I'm going Roxbury Prep. Shout out to Boston United for getting a couple of dubs though. That's dope. They're still alive. 4 BPS teams left. Hopedale and Bethany Christian. I ain't picked Bethany, but Bethany made it, and Bethany's gonna lose to Hopedale, so that's my pick.
I'm going with Hopedale.
I got Hopedale as well.
Yeah, all around Hopedale.
Yeah,
Right.
I want you. I'm with Hopedale.
Okay, Prospect Hill Academy against the Pioneer Charter of Science. I think of Science. I think Science and Math. My guy Dennis with Prospect Hill. Okay, I'm going with Prospect Hill. Prospect Hill don't know whether or not they're a Somerville school or a Cambridge school, but I think hopefully they're right on the line. So I know they're gonna pull it out. I have confidence they're gonna win. Shout out to my guy Dennis. I got Prospect Hill.
Yep, so do I. Some of our best interactions, especially when I'm on Instagram, which I will return to Instagram probably for the finals or at least sometime right before that. I'm going with Prospect Hill. He's doing a great job over there.
Yeah, this will be the second. I think this will be the second meeting between the two teams. I was at the first meeting. Prospect Hill won that one. It was actually a really close game too. Pioneer Charter got some kids that can play, but Prospect Hill. I'm going with Prospect Hill in this one.
Prospect Hill. You can't find a gym. If you can't find a gym and you're tired of people in your videos, come to Boston.
Yeah.
If you're tired of people jumping around and produce and messing around with your production, come to Boston. You can play the game.
Not the Suge Knight.
Yeah.
Right where
everybody went?
Yeah.
All right. I'm not picking against Lynn. In this one, Kip Academy against Libertas Academy Charter, although they did beat Fenway, and I thought Fenway was going to make a good run. So, shout out to my guy, my young boy, Enrique, man. Just one of the best kids that we know and love. You had a great career. The thing that you can hang your hat on more that's greater than your basketball career is your GPA, brother. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right.
Good kid.
Yeah, great kid, but I'm going with Lynn.
I second that. Kip Academy and Lynn. I'm rocking with you guys.
I got Kip as well. I think they actually dominate this game. This could be a 20-piece.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So Kip Academy's problem the last several years is they would win a home game, and then when they go on the road, they'll lose to a team they shouldn't lose to just because they're on the road. They got a couple home games. I don't know, y'all. If y'all ever been up there, that gym is small. That gym is small. But I'm going with Kip in this one. I'm going with it. They played against Libertas Academy. Vixie Howard from Kip Academy is 14 points away from 1,000 points. So he's been going crazy the last month. The multiple 30-point games. I think he had 20 something. And the last, he's from Lynn.
Okay.
He's from Lynn. We got dogs. Give me Kip Academy.
My fault. School choice. Anybody else?
I got Kip.
All right. And we know, I live in Randolph, and our neighbors are Holbrook. Holbrook is playing Mount Everett Regional. To wrap everything up, folks, I'm going with Holbrook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Holbrook is tough, man. I don't think Mount Everett has a chance. I'm going Holbrook in a rout.
Yeah, same here. That guard's pretty good, bro.
Is it? Yep. I actually did hear that. All right, Marcel.
McCullough, go. I'll go last.
Yeah, I'll go with Holbrook just because Holbrook got a 2,000-point scorer.
Yeah.
Hey, so since you made that quick, not only do they have a 2,000-point scorer, their big scored 1,000 points. They have 3,000-point kids over there. And the girls program has 1,000-point scorer too on it. Yeah, these kids just score the basketball. I mean, Coach Rich Gifford, Coach Mike Ford, Coach Damian Battles, Juice Hood, buckets. Kevin Miranda, who scored 2,000 buckets. I got Holbrook. I have some intel as well. This game could actually get out of hand. Holbrook wants to put a stamp on this performance. It means a lot to them, this particular game. I got Holbrook by 20, 22, 24, 25, 20 plus.
Okay. Mr. Wilson, some words of advice for the teams and the young kids out there, for the kids who are playing. Yeah, he jumped right off. I call your name, he jumped right off. It's like the boogeyman. You still there, Swell? All right. Fellas, it's been great. Where y'all headed tomorrow?
I'll be in Salem.
Fred.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I kind of want to do that drive to Salem, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Sal, where you going?
So, if I get the notification that I'm definitely on the broadcast for the Brockton game, and everybody tune in, especially if I'm on it, right? I'm gonna make it fun for you guys. I will be at BC High. However, and I'll put it out on Twitter. If I'm not on that broadcast, I will be at the Mansfield Holland Tech game.
Greg.
I'm pushing towards Salem and Charlestown.
What time is the game? At 6?
Move.
6:30.
Yeah.
Move.
Yes,
I will be in Salem. I'll be in Salem for that one. I had to call my young boy to go to the Classical Stoneham game for me to record that one for me. But I'll be in Salem.
It'd be
right.
nice. Games were staggered, right? Like the other day, I got to see, Rockland, Abington. What was the game? New Mission, all in the same day. You know what I mean? Yesterday, got to see Brockton and New Bedford in the same day. But tomorrow, it's like, hey, you got to pick it, and hopefully you hit on a great game. But there's so much opportunity to see so much good basketball and support the kids and the coaches tomorrow. So you should make your way to one of the games, whether it's close to you or you're going to drive 1,000,000 miles like, Mr. Berry. But you should go out and see these kids play tomorrow.
Yeah, you stole my thunder there. Yo, we joke, we laugh, we have fun because we all boys. But go support the kids, man. Go support the kids. Support the kids who win. Support the kids who lose. Go ahead, Mo.
Also, the NEPSAC tournaments is starting this week as well. They're starting on Wednesday. They got first round games Wednesday, then they got Saturday games, and then championship games are Sunday at Western New England.
Also, and we didn't even get to this side of the bracket, but the girls' side, there's some great games too.
We'll get a girls show in for sure. We got to update the girls bracket.
Yeah, shout out to Oliver Ames, one off on a last second basket today.
Yes, I saw that. Got some interesting teams, some sleeper teams and a lot of upsets on the girls' side. Fellas, everybody, community watching, support the kids. Support the kids.
Salute.
And you know what? Put them on a spot and whisper to them like, yo, what's your GPA? Stay on point. Take care of your classes. One announcement I want to make is that the city of Boston, we're putting together a college showcase at the end of March. So shout out to my guy, Greg Hill. Shout out to my guy, Roger Roberts. Shout out to the folks from 617 who's going to support putting that on. Look forward to that on the 29th of March. If you're a senior or junior out there and you want to get some exposure, if you're a college coach that want to see some of the better talent in the area, what makes this unique is that when the players show up, we gotta make sure we check their NCAA ID. Make sure you're super eligible to play. You can't just be out here hanging around sports and doing all that. All right. With that being
Can
said,
I give a quick shout out? To,
yeah.
I got one more thing. Go ahead.
All right, everybody, y'all can do y'all shout outs. I'll let Steve on the stage and everybody do y'all shout outs.
Yeah, I want to give a quick shout out to one of the young kids, Kai Sean.
Nothing's too loud in the background.
I don't know what that, but Kai Sean, he's a senior from Lynn English High. He just got accepted to the University of Connecticut the other day, so I want to give him a big shout out.
All right, good job.
For me, I actually want to shout out. I ran into legendary Boston MC Esoteric. He's a founder of the group Czarface that features him, Inspector Deck, and one of my favorite rappers of all time, MF Doom. I saw Eso today in the store and sent him the podcast, and he's going to be tuning in from now on. And I just want to support. He's such a good guy, and he supports the kids. So shout out Eso. Thank you for the high praises for what we're doing.
All right. Steve, you want to give a shout out? Mr. Ref. Steve, can you hear? All right.
He got his mute.
Mook.
That's it.
You give your shout out. Fred, yours?
Shout out to all the parents on making the commute to the games, especially those from Central and Western Mass. Shout out to the kids in their journey, and keep chasing greatness.
Greg.
Shout out to all the teams that are moving on and playing. Shout out to the coaches, fans, and communities. Continue to bring that energy, continue to bring that excitement. The game's been good, and I know they're going to be even better tomorrow. So, again, it's going to be an amazing event tomorrow. So, shout out to everyone. Shout out to the guys here at this podcast. As we do every year, we try to put on. So, let's continue the momentum.
Shout out to anybody who want to play defense.
Use your head out there.
Use your head.
Use your head.
Have a good night.
All right, y'all.